In today's episode of Marketplace Finds, we have a Mini Cooper stretched 3 times the length to be a limousine, a car that can float on water for only $5,000, and a BMW from the 50s that opens up at the front by the steering wheel. Quite possibly the craziest vehicle in this video is this 2008 Mini Cooper limo. That's right, it's a Mini Cooper that has been extended about 3 times the usual length and turned into a fully working limousine. It has all the interior features such as lighting, couches, a moonroof, a stereo system, and much more. All except the driver's seat, which for some reason keep the stock cloth ones. I honestly wish we knew how much this thing cost to build, because it seems to be done well, just done with bad taste. The seller is asking for a huge $34,000, and to be honest, I have no idea what normal limos go for, so you guys will have to let me know if this is insane or not. This next one is a doozy, as a 2003 GMC Yukon with the classic massive 30-inch rims and insane interior. I'm sure at one time this thing looked somewhat clean and tidy, but man is it looking rough now. On the exterior, you can see it's got that nice primer grey unfinished paint, ready for the next idiot to paint it some ungodly colour, like this green it used to be. It's got Lambo or butterfly doors like most of these hoopties have, with this custom painted dash and door panels that has seen better days. The door panels are even labelled King and Queen for the driver and passenger, which made me throw up a little in my mouth. From missing door cards, missing trims and headliner, and random wiring sitting, who wouldn't want to buy this? It's listed up for $9,000, which obviously is insanely overpriced given the work it needs. Here we have one of my favourite microcars up for sale. It's a 1957 BMW Isetta. These odd little 3-wheeled cars were initially manufactured in 1953 and broke a few records, being the first mass production car to achieve a crazy 78 miles per gallon fuel economy, and also being the world's top selling single-cylinder car in the world with 161,000 sales. It takes this wee beast over 30 seconds to reach 30 miles per hour from a stop, and unfortunately the photos don't show it, but the steering wheel is actually attached to the front door so the driver can get in. This one has apparently had a full frame off restoration, and it really does look the part. The seller is asking for $39,000, which is steep, but seeing what other ones go for is honestly a good price. Then we have this 1991 Plymouth Voyager that has had some crazy off-road modifications. Once your grandma's bingo transportation, now turned into this off-road beast. The seller's description is bare, aside from saying it's been a 17-year build with over $100,000 invested into it, and you can really see the quality of work through the modifications. From the insane suspension setup with this 5-link in the rear, and even crazier front setup alongside the usual lift and tyres. The paint and interior has also had no expense spared, looking extremely clean and tidy. My main issue with this vehicle is why build up the suspension so much when you can tell it's probably never seen any dirt. The owner is asking for $75,000, which in my opinion is insanely overpriced, and I don't think the owner is going to get close to that back. Next up is the final boss of the Infiniti G35 owners. That's right, this is a 2017 Infiniti G35 with this insane Vaydor body kit. From what I've seen from the comments, you either like it or hate it, most leaning towards hate. This one looks to be well put together with tidy paint, all new suspension, and the engine has been pro-charged. The biggest issue with kit cars like this is the owner spent anywhere from $60,000 to almost double that for the company to install it on their car. At those prices, you could almost buy cars such as an R35 or a Z06, which would perform so much better and hold up better over time while still turning as many heads. The owner of this one is looking for $98,000, which seems insane, but these have reportedly sold from between $70,000 to $110,000, so it might be fair, but at the end of the day, it's still just a G35. This next one will have British people crying, as they've massacred what used to be a 2007 Jaguar S-Type. As you can see, it's got an insane striped green wrap, under glow lights all round, and halo headlights. This one only has the V6 unfortunately, and not the better V8 or supercharged V8 model. To be fair, the interior actually looks immaculate, so it has probably been taken care of. The owner is after $5,000, which is a bit higher than what they go for usually, so it needs to come down a little. Last week we saw a Honda RAV4 sitting on 40s, and now we've got its little brother being this 1998 Honda CR-V. Because who needs a snorkel when you can just push the engine and intake up 10 inches for those mud crossings? It reportedly has a 9-inch lift sitting on some 33-inch tractor tyres alongside some other suspension mods. The owner claims it handles 45 miles per hour in fifth, but I think we all know anything above 20 you're asking to crash. As a bonus, the interior seems to come with about 20 pounds of mud. caked all over the seats and floor mats. It also has a big banner reading "Ruined for Banger," just to rub it into whoever's grandma used to daily this thing. It's listed for $5,000, which is definitely asking too much. Ever wanted to get your heart rate up when driving through certain parts of town? Well, buy this bright blue 2008 Audi Q7. Yeah, you might get shot at for being in the wrong area, but at least you have a great paint job. Joking aside, the paint actually does look well done, and it seems to be a full open door respray. The interior looks quite tidy and even includes this massive speaker set up in the trunk. Unfortunately, the owner has already taken the rims off, so you'll need to source your own. It's listed up for $6,800, which honestly seems fair, just as long as you understand fixing these older Audis can cost an arm and a leg. This odd little three-wheeled car or motorbike is a 2017 Spira. These weird things are made up mainly of this black foam and honeycomb composite, which surprisingly allows them to float on water. They were made as a greener alternative to cars and to be safe for pedestrians, but I'm not so sure I'd still trust it in a crash. This was an electric version, some of them coming with small gas-powered engines, but now need some work as the batteries overheated and caught on fire. It unfortunately has already sold for only $5,000. All you weeaboos, this next one might be for you. It's a 2003 Nissan 350Z with this anime wrap and the classic gaudy wing to match. At least in this one, the owner seems somewhat self-aware of the cringe-stating stuff, such as the anime wrap will get the attention of the hot topic girl you're too afraid to talk to, and that it's an automatic, so it will be better stock Miata, BRZ or minivan not paying attention at a red light. The only interior picture they took is hard to stomach, some of which I might need to blur for YouTube. It's listed for $7,000, so a little bit high in price but not too bad, and unfortunately the photoshopped in anime ladies don't come with the car. Next up is this 2004 Chevy SSR, and I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about them, but man do I not like the look of them. The design, apparently styled with inspiration of the classic 1940s pickup trucks, to me just looks like a PT Cruiser with the bed. This one is originally silver but has this matte dark grey wrap that looks to be well done. Being a 2004, came with the Vortec 5.3 litre V8 and 4-speed automatic, but the later 2006 ones came with the good old LS2 and a T56 manual. This one was listed up for $20,000 and surprisingly has already been sold, which to me seems like a very high price, but I have no clue how much these usually go for. I know most of you truck guys are going to hate this one. It's a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 that is on an air ride chassis, allowing it to be slammed to the ground. As much as I hate turning a good truck into something a lot less useful, I have to say it does look good, and you can tell someone has put a lot of work and time into it. If you thought it was crazy already, well, it's about to get worse, as the owner is after an insane $160,000, which is just insane. You could almost buy 2.5 brand new of the same trucks for that amount, so I don't think they're going to sell it anytime soon. Next up would put some of those other fake off-road vehicles to shame with the 6x6 converted 2023 Jeep Gladiator. It's a real 6x6 too, having drive to all the wheels, unlike some of the ones that just have a floating diff. The mod list on this truck is insane, with a build sheet over 7 pages long and a shop known for building good off-road vehicles. Even the interior has seen some work with custom seats, steering wheel and reverse camera. It's only got 3,000 miles and the owner is after $140,000. Considering it's basically a new vehicle, it's still extremely expensive, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone bought it. Next up is this 1988 school bus with some quite interesting home modifications. It's got a rat rod style with some huge exhaust stacks and a custom front end. It has the awesome DT4 6.6 engine, known for being a strong and reliable engine. The interior is even more interesting, with this rim being used as a steering wheel and the whole floor being covered in these old car license plates. It's got 10 seats, all made up of brake rotors and pistons for all your friends. It was listed for $3,500 and unfortunately has already been sold. I think it was a fair price considering the engine and transmission itself are worth a bit. If you think Hyundai Tiburons couldn't get any uglier, you haven't seen this one. Looking like it's got a serious overbite from the body kit, with random stickers and some fake fender vents, I think we all know the type who owns this. On the sill, it's been given the nickname The Beast, which is a bit generous considering it makes 140 horsepower, but at least it's a manual. The interior on the other hand actually looks quite tidy, and considering it's only done 90,000 miles makes sense. The owner is after $4,500, and considering it hasn't sold in the last 5 weeks, I think we all know is a bit overpriced. Next up is this 2012 Smart for 2 smart car that, as you can see, has been modified to go off-roading. It's sitting on 29-inch mud tyres and has what looks like the world's most basic bull bar. Honestly, it looks pretty good on those rims and tyres. My biggest gripe is that they did these modifications to a two-wheel drive one. That's right, just like the idiots who put mud tyres on their two-wheel drive trucks. It defeats the purpose of doing these modifications in the first place. It's been listed up for $5,500, which I don't think is worth it in its two-wheel drive state. Now, I'm a big fan of these old Ford Lightnings, and as much as I love Batman, I don't think I could ever do this to one. It's a year 2000 with the 5.4 supercharged and has apparently never been out in winter, so it's likely a very clean truck. Unfortunately, it's got the Lambo doors, which should be illegal alongside this painted bed. For some reason, the owner failed to put any pictures of the left-hand side of the truck, so we have no idea what is going on that side. They are after $16,000, which I'm honestly not sure what these go for anymore, so you guys will have to let me know if it's a deal or not. Next up is probably my favourite modified bus we've seen yet, with this one sitting on a set of tracks. It's got a GM 292 engine, which are known to have a good amount of torque and are reliable. It apparently needs some new steering clutches, so there's some work to be done. It would be great to take your friends for an off-road drive during the winter. It even has a wood fire built in and just needs a bit of an interior tidy up. The owner is asking for $5,000, but with a little bit of work could be a great snow beater. This is what happens when your wife goes out of town and your buddies come over for some drinks in the garage. It's a 1998 Suzuki GSXR 600 with the front end of a YZEF 450. It unfortunately still needs some work, just like the owner's other reported 6 project bikes, so it's no wonder the garage looks like a scene out of Saw. They are after $1,000, which honestly isn't too bad, especially if it comes with the old bike suspension if you wanted to convert it back. Thanks for watching another Garage Gold video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe as we're trying to get this channel off the ground. If you have any tips or advice, then let us know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next episode.